We are halfway through the month of September. Today, we'll be discussing sneakers to resell in the remainder of the month. If you're not into reselling, that's okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most hype sneakers, the most limited, or even what popular general releases may potentially go on sale because, hey, we're all trying to save some money. Specifically, we'll be discussing the name of the sneaker, the retail, the release date, and whether the sneaker will be profitable or not, or if they may even sit on shelves, resulting in a sale price. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way, you stay 100% updated on all these profitable releases. Also, be sure to follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, for urgent updates and info, such as the shock drop that we just saw today. Anyway, kicking it off with tomorrow, September 15th, Snipes will be dropping the Dunk High Core Purple. However, the Nike release for these will be on the 22nd of September for $125. The demand on these is not very good. Pre-sale is just over retail, so personal only. Snipes will also be restocking the Dunk High Beetroot on the 15th for $125, but these are already under retail, so you can get them cheaper on the secondary market. Also on the 15th for $100, Snipes is also restocking the Dunk Low Nets. With the low retail, you actually can make some profit with a decent margin after shipping on these. However, it will be extremely difficult to cop off of Snipes unless, of course, you do have Gargantua AIO or Endurance for the bypass links, of course. Speaking of which, feel free to enter the completely free Twitter giveaway for both. Also on the 15th, for a whopping $300, the J Balvin Jordan 2 will be dropping. Yesterday, we saw his site drop. Remember, follow KeithAdam10 for urgent updates like this, or even today's Jordan 1 Yellow Toe shock drop. Unfortunately, when it comes to these Jordan 2s with a retail this high, there really isn't any room for profitability. In the best case scenario, maybe if you have no tax and you get them from Nike with free shipping, you could then make a little bit of lunch money with a terrible margin, but otherwise, just personals on these. Also on the 15th, the Adidas Adi Foam Q will be dropping in black and white for $120 at some Europe retailers like Asphalt Gold. Obviously, Adidas is stealing Kanye's designs to profit without giving him his royalties. Anyway, personal only when it comes to both of these. And lastly, for the 15th, the Jordan 1 Low Emerald in grade school sizes will be dropping on the Nike app. If you have no tax, these do appear to be brick profit with a poor margin. Otherwise, mostly just personals. Moving on to the 16th, though, for $180, the Drake Nocta Hot Step Yellow will be dropping. Pre-sale is already too low on these, personal only like the prior colorways. Most importantly, on the 16th though, for $110, the Dunk Low Panda will be restocking once again in both men and women's sizes. And regardless of how much stock we've seen over the many restocks for these will still remain profitable with a very good margin. We also have grade school pairs dropping, which will also be very profitable with a very good margin too. And on top of that, the Dunk High Panda in men's is also restocking on the Nike app on the 16th. Also on the 16th for $115, the Dunk Low Next Nature Phantom in women's will be dropping. These are mostly just personals unless you have no tax in your state, and in that case, you might be able to make lunch money with a poor margin off sizes 11.5 and above, but otherwise just personals. And lastly, for the 16th for $225, the New Balance 990 V1 WIP will be dropping. At best for these, I'd only expect brick profit with a poor margin if you have no tax, otherwise mostly just personals for these. Now, before moving on, just wanted to briefly mention that eDeals is now open for a finite period. You can purchase a membership with the link in the description below for only $14.99. All information regarding it can be found on the eDeals website, again, linked in the description. It's an excellent way to help you guys save hundreds of dollars every month through free food, free Amazon products, in addition to monitors and release info as well, not to mention support for Amazon FBA selling and drop shipping if you guys are looking to create a new source of income outside of just reselling. But anyway, moving on to the 17th, the Pharrell NMD HU Animal Print should be dropping for $220. Like prior colorways, expect these to brick. You should be able to get a pair for below retail in the secondary market if you want them. Also on the 17th for $135, the Dunk High World Champions will be dropping with the slightly higher than usual retail. These are mostly just personals, unfortunately, due to the lower demand. Also on the 17th for $170, the Jordan 1 Heirloom will be dropping in Europe, along with a few US retailers as well. Unfortunately, these are mostly just personals due to the low demand, unless you do of course have good local buyers for large sizes and no tax in your state. Then on the 19th for $220, the Yeezy 500 High in brown should be dropping, although these might actually be getting delayed, but whenever they do end up dropping, personals only, like all Yeezy 500 Highs. You might even be able to find these for below retail in the secondary market if you do want a personal. Also on the 19th for $70, the delayed Yeezy Slide Resin restock will finally be occurring. All large sizes should be profitable with a good margin, while the small sizes should be lunch money with a subpar margin. Then on the 20th for $120, the Dunk Low Quilted Wheat should be dropping. These are mostly just personals. Also on the 20th for $110, the Dunk Low Medium Olive will be dropping. These should be profitable with a good margin. Then on the 22nd for $180, the Jordan 1 Denim and women's sizes will be dropping. In fact, there should actually be exclusive access planned for these tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Unfortunately, these did already brick, so personal only, unless you do of course have no tax and good local buyers. Also on the 22nd for $100, the Dunk Low Olive Leopard and Grade School will be dropping on the Nike app. With the elevated retail, these are mostly just personals for your kid. Also on the 22nd, we might potentially be seeing the brown Nike Tom Sachs General Purpose shoe drop for $140, but this might end up being delayed. Given how the yellow pair did, I'd only expect small profit on the large sizes at best with a decent subpar margin, and potentially the small sizes to completely brick. Lastly, for the 22nd, the Croc Clogs Tide should be dropping for $85. Given how the prior pair did, at best I'd only expect lunch money with a poor margin after the shipping on these. Then on the 23rd, the Dunk Low Argon should be dropping for $130. Despite the elevated retail on these should still be profitable with a decent margin. Exclusive access should be going out at 12 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow for these as well, in fact. Also on the 23rd for $230, the Yeezy 350 Compact Slate Bone should be dropping. Like all compact 350s, personal only for these unfortunately. Also on the 23rd for $160, the Dunk Low Wolf Gray and Pure Platinum will be dropping. If you have no tax in your state, you might be able to make brick profit with a poor margin on size 11 and up, but otherwise these are mostly personals due to that elevated retail. I have no idea why they're charging $160 for these, but it is what it is. Also on the 23rd for $200, the Nike Shox MR4 Mule Martin Rose and Black will be dropping. These actually have pretty good demand right now and thus should remain profitable with a decent margin. Then on the 24th for $180, the Jordan 1 Yellow Toe will be having their official release. Today we actually got to see a shock drop for them early. Make sure to follow my Twitter, KeithAdam10, so you stay up to date with these urgent notifications, or if you prefer to know ahead of time before they actually occur, make sure to follow the Endurance Twitter to keep up with restocks. Anyway, at best you can make lunch money on these in large sizes with a very poor margin, but I do suspect that they should be a decent hold, which I'll make a video for. Also on the 24th, the Jordan 5 Low Expression will be dropping. Like all Jordan 5 Lows, these are personal only. Then on the 27th for $140 each, the Dunk High Arctic Orange and Pink Denim will both be dropping. Personal only for both of these. Also on the 27th for $105, the Dunk High Deadpool and Grade School sizes will be dropping. Mostly just personals for your kids on these as well. And lastly, for the 27th for $130, the Dunk Low Magma Orange and women's sizes will be dropping. At best, sizes 11 and up might be lunch money with a poor margin if you have no tax in your state due to the elevated retail, but otherwise, mostly just personals. And last, but certainly not least, the Off-White Futura Dunk Low Blue and also Orange should both be dropping on September 30th, which is Virgil's birthday. With a retail of around $150 each, you could expect both to be extremely profitable with an incredible margin, full throttle without a doubt, and I definitely need a personal lease. Let me know what you guys think. Also, considering the massive cookout we had on Off-White for the very limited Off-White Air Force 1 green spark drop, we will likely be restocking Gargantua AIO before this, so make sure to follow Gargantua_AIO on Twitter if you're interested, and make sure to enter the completely free giveaway on Twitter for both Gargantua and Endurance. But anyway, that will conclude it for today. Subscribe and the post notifications just so you stay updated on all hyped releases. But with that, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.
I don't wanna cry.